Unsplash is a great place to get free reference photos. Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. Today we're going to do a cool polygon effect in Procreate. So let's get started. So you want to start off by clicking on the plus here. We're going to do a 3000 by 3000 like we normally do. Now I'm going to import a picture in here. I'm not sure what the dimensions are. So what I'm going to do is going to click on the wrench here and insert a photo. And I have this cool giraffe picture here. And then I'm going to resize it where it kind of fits the heights. I'm going to put it right in the middle, and you'll know it's in the middle when you see the two yellow lines going this way. And click on the arrow again. Now, I don't want my canvas that big, so what I'm going to do is click on the wrench again, and I'm going to go to canvas, and I'm going to go to crop and resize. And it's going to bring in the sides here so the giraffe fills the whole canvas. Make sure I don't have any white borders there, and hit done. And I have a border here, so I can take that out by doing it again. Canvas, crop, resize, and then we can take that side off right there. Done again. There we go. So there's our picture. That's what we're going to use. And you can get this picture from unsplash.com. They have all kinds of free pictures in there you can download and use. So that's what we're going to use today. All right, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to start a new layer. And we're going to drag it. And what should we do? Shall we put it over or under? I think I'm maybe going to do it over. I'm going to take the opacity down on the giraffe. Okay, that's about right. We're going to do our outline in white. So maybe I should change my background color to a darker color. That way it might be easier to see, just like that. Okay, we're going to do a monoline brush. So just a monoline. Here we go. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to trace over our giraffe here, but we're going to do it in Polygon. So what I'm talking about is, see the top of his horn here? We're just going to make that ooh, that's a little too fat. We're going to make a triangle, and you can hold your pen down so it'll be perfectly straight. Oops, we need to make sure we close it. And there we go, just like that. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to start from a corner. I'm going to take it down again to the edge. And then we're going to take this corner and put it down to here. So basically, you're going to be making these little geometric shapes, tracing out the giraffe. Maybe down to there and across like that. Okay, let's do this one over here. So what you can do is on the small deep, wow, that thing, why did it jump down like that? On the small detail areas, you want your polygons to be a little bit smaller. And then for the wide open spaces, you can make them a lot bigger, because we want to get the details. Okay, let's come down here to about right there, because this is where it's going to change direction again. Then we're going to take this corner down to there. Okay, we're just going to keep on doing this. Okay, so like that. Now, let me show you another thing that you can do, which will make this process a little bit quicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase the ones I did on this side. And I'm just going to keep the ones I got on the right side here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line, and maybe I'll do it on another layer. Do it on top here. And we're just going to take a straight line. the middle of his face. About right there. All right. Now I'm just going to connect my polygons to this middle line here. All right, so we got here. I'm going to go down to here. Or maybe, how can we do this? So we've already got like a bend here. And if we do another one, it's not going to look really good. So what I'm going to do is make a, how can I do this? Maybe like that. Yeah, that's fine. So we still got our little triangle here. All right, and this one's going to come down to about right here. Actually, we can go all the way down. And then we're going to come up to here. Okay, and this one right here, we can just go ahead and connect. All right, so you can see where we're going with this. Right now we have this one over here, which is going to come out to here. And we can go up to there. All right, and this one, what can we do with it? Let's go to here. And then maybe to here. From this one, we're just going to connect it right there. Okay, so I'm just going to speed this up a little bit, and you guys can just follow along. Okay, guys, I'm going to jump back in here now. What I'm going to do is to show you how I said you can do this to save a lot of time. We're going to duplicate this side. And then we're going to hit the arrow key. We're going to flip it horizontally. And then we're just going to move it over. Now, it's not going to match perfectly because the giraffe is probably not symmetrical. But it's going to allow us to add a little bit more to it. Or what we could do is we could click on distort and we can kind of stretch it out a little bit. Right? And then come down with that one. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. So there you go. Then you'll have to do the whole thing, you know. So I didn't get this horn in. I don't know why it didn't get in, but anyway, we'll go ahead and finish this off. So on these spots, I'm just going to follow along with them. They're pretty geometric shaped anyway. I'm just going to keep the straight lines though. And now in between the spots, we're just going to do tiny ones. Because when we go in to color it in, we're going to put these spots probably the same color or maybe darker colors. And just kind of like that. Okay, I think that's about good. All right, so I'm going to delete this little line here. Oops, that's on a different layer. Yeah, I think it's on this one. Oh, maybe it's on that one. Yeah, I think it's on both of them. So what we're going to do is just pinch all that together. Okay, and then we'll take these off here. All right, so that's what you got. That's our final product here. Then we can turn the giraffe off now. And what we're going to do is we're going to color each one of these squares in a different color. You don't want to have two colors next to each other the same, if you can help it. It's going to give it a really unique look. And what we're going to do, the palette we're going to go for, and I'll provide this for you. You can download it in a free download. You can also tip $1 or $2 if you appreciate these videos and you want to see more free videos. Next, let me see, palettes. What am I going to do here? I had one before when I tested this out. I think this Hilda one here is good. So these brown colors and the reddish, we're going to use these. All right, so remember on the giraffe, if you need to turn this back on and to see the colors, you can do that. We're going to make this giraffe here the sketch part a reference layer and create a layer under it. And I'm going to lock this, make sure I don't color in on it by accident. So what that's going to do is going to use this sketch up here as a reference to where to put the colors at. We're going to drop them in like that. So the top of the horns there is kind of a darker color. So I'm going to go to our palette here, and where's the Hilda? Hilda, where are you? Here we are. And we're going to just choose the darkest one. I think it's probably that one right there. Drop that in right there. Drop it in over there. All right. And this is going to be just up to you. It doesn't matter which colors you use. You don't, oops, why did that happen? Maybe that right there. Sometimes if you don't have it closed, I need to unlock it here. Unlock. And go back to white. Let me make sure I got this closed off. Probably what it was. Go back to this. I have a giraffe here. Maybe that was something else. Let's try this light color here. There we go. All right, and you don't have to do exactly the same on both sides, but I usually do one and one. That way I'll fill it up quicker. And let's see, we'll go to this one now. All right. Okay, and you're just going to keep doing this until you fill in the whole guy in. So the eyes, you want them a little bit darker, and so on. The spots maybe a little bit darker, and then the lighter parts, you can do the lighter colors, and just keep on doing that and following kind of the structure on it. So I'm going to speed this up again, and we'll catch you guys when we get this all colored in. Okay guys, we're back. I think I've got everything filled in. I don't see any things that I left out, so that's a good thing. But there is our Polygon giraffe, and you can see the way it's all colored in. It gives a really cool effect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a background to it. First, before I do that though, I'm going to turn off my giraffe. I don't need him anymore. And I'm going to make a new layer down here on the bottom because I want that behind my giraffe. And I'm going to make a 4 squares line here. And let's see, we'll do one this color. So it's going to go right down the middle. Just hold your pen down so it'll straighten it out. And then we're going to do another one across. About like that. So now we have 4 corners. Let me see if I add color on top of that. What will that do? No. For some reason, it looks like it didn't go all the way across, but on my palette, it looks like it went across. Let me see if I set this to reference and put the layer under here, what that does. Yeah, that works. Okay, we'll do it like that. So just set your cross like we did our sketch. Set the cross to reference and then put a layer underneath it and then drop the color in like that. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to do this darker one here. And I kind of like that reddish one that I had. So let me do that one up here. And then we'll do a light one. Maybe that one right there. All right. So just use kind of earth tone colors. I think that's good. What we're going to do is we're going to take that layer with the 4 shapes there. We're going to go to our magic wand here. And we're going to Gaussian blur it. And just take it to about right. 68% is good, I guess. And I'm going to take this reference lines off. I don't need them anymore. All right, the next thing we're going to do is I'll provide this. It's a kind of a shape background. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it on top of this colored layer. So we're going to add a photo, insert a photo, and this one right here. And I'll give this to you. Same place I'll give you the color palette. Let me see. We're just going to turn this like that, and we're going to stretch it out. Just going to fill our canvas with it. About like that. And then we're going to change the blending mode to, I think, is it lighter color, soft light? It looks kind of cool. Soft light, vivid light, linear light. I think that soft light looks good. So maybe soft light. And then what you can do is you can take the opacity down on the layer where we still see the little shapes behind there. But there you go. That's going to be our final product. So, I mean, you can use any kind of animals with this and just use your imagination. I'd like to see what you guys come up with. So if you would like to share your photos, you can tag them on my Instagram page. That'll be linked in the video, and use the hashtag #ChamelDoesArt, and I'll be able to take a look at that and give a comment on them, like them, whatever. So thanks you so much for joining me for another tutorial. Please like and subscribe. If you haven't done so already, share it with your friends. We're growing by leaps and bounds, and it's really great. Appreciate all of your support, and I will see you on the next video. Take care, guys.